Hello everyone, and you're so much welcome to today's tutorial, and I still remain your shoemaking made easy tutor, Odurele Mojibola. Today I'm going to be showing us how to create a very comfy and cushion insole for children and also for adults. I mean for our senior citizens as well. You need a comfortable insole or footbed as it may be. I hear some people call it floor, but as far as I'm concerned, it's an insole and it's also called a footbed. So if you want it to be so comfy, comfortable, fluffy, then you need to watch this particular video. If you're watching it for the first time, I want you to know that all we do is make shoemaking easy for you. Now, I need you to go ahead and press the subscribe button, yes, and the notification bell, so that each time I upload a video, you will be notified. Now, before I go into today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you briefly how to actually increase your sales in 2023. Firstly, we are going to be talking about creating an offer. If you have not learned to create an offer as a shoe vendor, you have not started. Now, what do I do when I want to create an offer? Firstly, you have to be able to identify your target audience. The first step you should take in creating a successful offer is to identify those people you are intending to sell to. Who are the people that are mostly interested in your footwear? And are they male or female? What age range do they fall into? What is their income target? Once you have a clear understanding of all of that, then you know how to actually create an offer. As we proceed in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you the second thing you need to put in place as you actually create an offer as a shoe vendor. This will help you to really increase your sales in the year 2023. Sit back and I'm gonna be right. So for creating this beautiful cushion insole, I'm going to be using this particular template. So all you need to do is to go ahead and then place your template on top of your insole cardboard. I hear some people call this fiber, so probably in your locality it is called fiber. Ask for fiber. It's actually an insole cardboard. So I'm going to go ahead and position it quite well for the left and the right side. Don't forget to turn it over to cut the left side. So go ahead and trim this out. You can decide to use the scissors or whatever you think is suitable for your own cutting. Now I need you to know that if you are actually new when it comes to shoemaking, I'm going to advise you to ensure you get two different scissors. One should basically cut your fiber, your EVA foam, which is also known as Mako. Then another one should just cut your leather. So you are going to be having two different scissors. One will just cut this, cut every other thing, but not leather. So you have a unique one just for leather. You can see the way I'm holding my scissors. I find out that sometimes some of us are having issues with holding scissors. Now I need to let you know, if you hold these scissors this way, this is what I have observed. You begin to notice some bulging out at this point. If it is on this side that you put your hand, you can see a kind of bulging. You can actually protect this by actually trying to tape it. You can use your paper tape to actually, this is what I mean by paper tape. You can decide to roll it around it just to protect that part from bulging or becoming dark like I have right here. But at the same time, just ensure you hold your scissors this way. You can see the way I'm holding three of my fingers are here, one is here, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut. I've told us severally, make sure you don't open your scissors while you cut. Push it to go right in. Don't remove your scissors. Now, ordinarily, when you are actually creating an insole or footbed, what majorly you do after cutting out your cardboard, for example, is to place your EVA foam. This is actually called Mako, popularly called Mako in Nigeria. I believe in some country it's called a spongy foam. So you need to find out what exactly it is called in your country, but it's actually an EVA foam. So with this now, I'm supposed to actually place it right on top of my insole cardboard, and then use my contact cement adhesive to actually, bond them together. That is normally how you create an insole or footbed. But for this particular tutorial, don't forget we say we are cushioning it. We are going to be making use of this particular material, and this is what it is. Now let me show you what the other side look like. The other side looks like it has a kind of net. As you can see, I got this from the shoemaking material store. So you can actually get this. Eventually, I believe it's for cushioning. So you can use it to cushion even your sandals. Yes, like the children's sandal, men's sandal. You can use it to cushion your upper. You can also use it to cushion your footbed as well. So today we're going to be learning how to use it on our footbed. So majorly, what am I going to do? I'm going to be placing it this way, right on top of my cardboard, on my insole cardboard, which is also called fiber. So what I do, go ahead and place this way. Then I'm going to just try to outline it. So do this for the second leg as well. Now I'm going to be positioning it this way. So do the same thing right here. So we're going to be using our contact cement adhesive. Some call it a fold stick. Some just call it gum. So I'm just going to apply it on my fiber, which is actually the insole cardboard. I just want you to be able to familiarize yourself with what you should be mentioning when you get to the shoemaking store, because I find out that different names is what we call a lot of our material at different points. But trust me, it's actually an insole cardboard. So in case you want to buy online, in case you are not in Nigeria and you want to buy, is an insole cardboard. So we're going to leave that and allow it to dry. Of course, we are going to actually be applying on this as well. All right, the next thing we're going to be considering is defining the offer. Once you have understanding of who your target audience is, you must be able to actually define your offer. What do you want to offer them that will entice them, you understand, to buy? Do you want to offer discount on a specific product? Do you want to actually offer a special deal on a bundle of products? It's important to ensure that your offer is both compelling and unique. So try that and give me some feedback. So you are going to go ahead and then place this on your leather for wrapping. So place it this way. I'm actually using a synthetic leather, and I'm going to go ahead and use it to wrap. If you are a beginner, please get a very soft leather. Outline it. Make sure you have excess all around, about 1.5 centimeter all around, that can fold all around it. Ensure there are excesses all around. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to apply my contact cement adhesive all around and on these edges and not here, because I want this to be I want it to keep cushioning. I'm not going to be applying contact cement adhesive on it. So I'm just going to apply all around the sides. Now, as you can see, I've applied it on all of these. I've tried to apply on the edges as well. So make sure you apply around the edges as well, so that by the time you start placing it, positioning it, it will stick to the side. You will allow it to stick to the side. Please, I need you to follow me on this. Make sure it's sticking. If it's not staying, it means I did not apply it properly at that point. So I might have to actually add much more. I will show you what the main side look like actually. So Those ones not staying, it means they are not properly dry. That's why it's returning back. So I'll definitely have to give it more time to dry up, but then it must not over dry or else it will not stick properly. So you can see what the other part, you can see what this look like. You can see what it looks like. You can decide to actually stitch it. You can quit this particular part and it will make it look more beautiful as well. You can just quit it, quit, and it will give you another entirely different look on this particular side. So let me apply some more contact cement adhesive here to make this one stay down, and I'll show you how to neatly cover it so that it doesn't have a pleat. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and press it all around like you can see right here. And I'm going to actually trim it. I'm going to trim it so much so that I have just about a 0.5 centimeter coming out. Now don't forget, already cover the side. That's why I can easily reduce to 0.8. It will be quite easy. I just want you to follow this particular process. As long as your excess is not much, your insole will not be having too much pleats at those corners, especially at that heel part and the toe part. So just take your time to make sure you trim it well. Ensure you don't over trim, because by the time you are placing your outer sole, it should be able to cover the excess, that was wrapped all over that particular side. So start from the arc part, then you move gradually. So see the way I'm going to actually position. I'm using the tip of my thumb. You can decide to actually, I see some people use lasso plier, which is called pincer, but for me, following this process and technique makes it very easy for me, and I don't always have pleats, because when I reduce it very well, I don't have a kind of pleat that will not make bottoming easy for me. You understand? When it comes to cementing the insole and the outer, so it's very easy. You can see what that looks like. At this point, this is what I'm going to suggest, because this is more narrow than that toe part. You will see that by the time I press it in, some of them fold, like it's going to form like a pleat. I'm just going to cut that part like a notch. I'm going to notch it bit by bit, just a little. If you notch it too much, it will be showing by the time you fold, just a little. You can see I'm just doing that little by little, and then I'm just going to go ahead and fold it in. I'm sure you will be amazed at what this look like. Now, if your leather is a bit thick, if you follow this process, it will work so well. Some leather are thick, but they are flexible. You understand? This one is thick and it's also flexible. So I think it's actually an added advantage. But if you're just a beginner, I would suggest that you please make sure you are starting with a very soft leather. That will help you to be able to, fold all of the edges conveniently. So take your time to hammer it, and then I'm sure you can see what this really look like. Isn't this cute? By the time you place your outer, so it comes out so perfectly well. So you can see what we actually have at the end of the day. So I want to believe you have learned how to perfectly wrap your insole with this, and also how you can cushion or stuff your insole just to make it comfy and foaming for a senior citizen, for kids, and then for anyone who would love to actually prefer a comfy inner sole. So make sure you follow these techniques, where you just have about 0.5 centimeter extension all around after you have covered up the edges. It will make your folding very easy and then comfortable for you. You can see what I have here. Thank you once again for joining me today. If you love to join our community, where we have our weekend classes on Fridays and on Saturdays, please go right to the comment section and make use of the link for registration for the month of March. Thank you once again, and I still remain your most wealthy shoemaking made easy tutor, Odurole Mojibola. I am gonna see you next time. Bye.